Okay.
Woo! Well, hello. Welcome to Dead Vision Entertainment. I'm Batgirljamie.
I'm Joshua Danger.
First of all, this is a new episodic breakdown, and we're going to do the show Monsterland, but there's a few things I want to talk to you guys about. We have links to our Twitch, and we're going to start doing our Twitch probably every Wednesday night is what we want to do.
Well, I'm trying to do mine on Mondays and possibly Fridays.
I'm going to try to do mine on 1 day a week, but we're going to try to get, we might do 2 days a week for ours. We don't know, but we're going to see how we feel. If we can get some people in there and get it popping, then we might do longer streams, but they're going to be at least 40-minute streams. And we're going to keep doing them once a week, and they're going to be say 8 o'clock on Wednesday nights, just to get us going, to get it started. And also, we have links in the description for our shopping list, suggested stuff that we bought that we like, that we purchased that we really like our record player, a few records we bought, and other things that we bought, like my water bottle, and things like that, little things that we bought that we use on a daily basis. So we put them in there to throw them out there for y'all.
All right.
And we did update our website. The social media site has our Twitch and all of our stuff in it that you needed. We're probably, maybe, going to do a podcast. We're not sure, but that might be if we can't get Twitch off the ground, we're going to switch it to a podcast.
Well, I'm actually going to
get what we want. If we can't get our Twitch to get people to come in after doing it for a month or so, we're going to switch to doing podcasts for a little bit and see if we can get listens to that. Our podcast will be on Spotify, and we'll have a link to that if we get that going. We may do that. If you guys are interested in that, let us know. Let us know about that, because we want to know what you guys want to see. And what else do we have on our new? Oh, in the description of this video, there's a link to my BoxyCharm and my Ipsy if you want to join. And you can join underneath me, and that gives me points towards a free product. And if you do, I'll be forever grateful. I just wanted to let you know. If you want to know my opinion, versus Ipsy versus BoxyCharm, I think I got a video up on YouTube on my channel. And if I don't, if you really want to know my opinion, you can just message me and ask me, and I will give you my opinion, and I will be completely honest with you guys and let you know exactly how I feel about both of them, so that you can get an idea of which one I think is better than the other, just so you guys can have my opinion, because I've been on both for a long enough to know if I like or don't like them.
Yep.
And now we're going to let Twisted J bring us into our episodic breakdown, which I'm
actually just sharing it right now.
We're going to share it. We are going to share it, and we're also, I'm going to put our thumbnail up that I made that was really freaking cool. Oops. So that person did. I made a really freaking cool thumbnail for this, so I wanted to put that up.
Jamie, is that you or is that me?
That's you.
Because nothing's popping up on my phone. So
can't be me.
Oh, fuck it, Doc. Seriously? God damn it.
Okay. Hello, motherfuckers on around. Happy Halloween, and I hope you're having a good week and weekend. If you guys have Hulu, this is where the show is at. It's on Hulu, and it's called Monsterland. And this show has a lot of what the fuck moments. I'm like, what the fuck? Do they bring back characters from other episodes? Do they tie them in? Do they finish off the story, or do they leave it like they did? Because I'm like, I don't know. If it's what I'm thinking, it's one of those, in my opinion, I want to ask Twisted J if this is his opinion. They leave you with they kind of leave you with a what the fuck, don't they? In each at the end of each episode.
Do. They absolutely do.
Okay, I'm going to go share this really fast. Now that I saved it, I'm going to share it.
God damn it. Fuck.
I like putting lotion on my hands. If you're one of those girls that your hands gets really dry, this is what I recommend while he's sharing and we're sharing. I recommend the Hydro Boost hand cream from Neutrogena. It's so good. That ain't what I put on, but that's what I normally use. Okay. Okay, I'm going to share this all over the place.
Oh, fuck.
I'm really trying to get us lots of views on our videos, so if you could share this right now and get more people in here, that would be great. We're going to talk about episode 1 and 2 of Monsterland as soon as we're done sharing. So let Twisted J share for a second, and I'll share for a second, and then we'll get on to this story, this thing. Okay, I've shared it all over. I've shared it all over. And now, okay. So how are you, motherfucking whoop whoop? How are you, motherfucking clowning around? I hope you're having a really good week and weekend. If you guys like my water bottle, it is on my Amazon list. The Rick and Morty sticker is not. I didn't buy that on Amazon. I bought that at a weed fest we went to.
You really can't say that.
Around. I just really just went there just to walk around, not really to get anything because I really don't smoke or do any of that. I just went to walk around and listen to the music and live bands and just to walk around and talk to the people. Because I noticed a lot of people that smoke weed are a lot more chiller and a lot more down to earth. We did taste test some edibles that day.
Yeah, but
I will do edibles, but I don't really want to do the smoking. I don't think I want to smoke anything. That's just my personal preference.
Okay.
I don't do it very often. I haven't done it in over a year.
Damn it. We're getting off topic.
So now we're going to talk about the first episode of. Hold on a second. The first episode of I want to break down. Okay, episode.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
Fucking Hannah wants me to drop everything to fucking talk to her.
Okay, the first episode of Monsterland is in Port Fortune, Louisiana.
Yeah.
It started on October 2nd. And
okay. So needless to say, it started out with this lady that has a daughter.
She's a waitress.
This waitress that has a daughter that she thinks is mentally challenged, and
the daughter's crazy and goes into these huge fits.
I really didn't know how to handle that because like it seemed really, really spastic.
But she gets told by her babysitter that she's not going to babysit for her no more.
Exactly.
And she's a waitress. She's basically a waitress.
Then the babysitter basically said, "You know what? The kid fucking bit the mailman like she's a fucking rabid ass dog," which I was just like, what the fuck?
So she takes her to her work and just leaves her there.
Hold on. I know I screwed that up a little bit, but the story is about her a little bit and how she gets to know this next character because he is the guy that went around and murdered people, or not murdered, wrong wording, but basically went around and he was killing people like a sociopath or serial killer. Then it kind of goes into her story and basically says
her daughter who threatens other kids with scissors, threatened the babysitter's son with scissors, fights the mailman, and periodically succumbs to tantrums consisting of nothing but screaming and shrieking. No one wants Jack around, not her dad, not any babies, not even her own mother. Besides, the mother struggles with motherhood.
Exactly. She is a young mother. But
and then there's a serial killer dubbed the Blind Butcher is roaming the streets of Fort Chon, Louisiana. At least the story in the news is what's going on.
Yeah. Which
in the beginning, he murders a young girl at the beach.
Yes. Well, she was already murdered. He just decides to. I think he decided to cut her face off of her. But
the same man is the one that ends up in her diner.
Yeah. But the thing I couldn't figure out about that episode, and it kind of threw me off, was how, like, the dude lost his face at the end of the episode.
Yeah, like, but at the beginning, but you're getting way too far ahead of the story. Basically, he takes an immediate liking to her and offers her $100 to sit and have a conversation with her.
Yeah.
She takes him up on his offer because she really needs money because she needs to pay her electricity bill and other. He's then disclosing her own secrets.
Oh, of course.
She sees straight through them. Eventually, she says he's in town for an offshore project. They don't get much farther than when Tony's friend and temporary babysitter Denise brings in her daughter Jack into the diner. After she hit the mailman, her face was all bloody and her daughter's face was all bloody. She really, literally attacked and bit that mailman. And they tell her that she insists her daughter is psychotic, which she kind of is.
I would agree with you on that, but
in flashback we learn that Jack is almost never born at all. She lived with an evangelical grandmother who wouldn't allow her to get an abortion, and her friend tried to perform an abortion on her, and Tony couldn't handle the pain, so she forces her to stop. We won't see Tony's pregnancy or how she wound up getting from the point to the current one, although we do know that Tony's grandmother actually died. Well, obviously, since she's got the house all to herself now.
Which kind of reminds me of a movie I watched last night called Remy's Demons, which...
Yeah, and then there's a part in the show between here and there that shows the dad coming to see the daughter for her birthday and giving her a birthday present, but then he's crazy, so she kicks him back out.
After
he doesn't really have anything to do with him.
Basically, he got pissed at her because she was spraying him with that fucking water gun that she got.
Yeah, and he basically knocks out Tony, and the girl ends up face down in the bathtub when she wakes up and almost died. Thank God she didn't stay passed out for too long, or her daughter would have been dead because the dad was mean and left. She found her daughter face down in the bathtub. Thankfully, Jack survived, but she feels immense guilt at the moment. But I think she thinks that her daughter's problems is because she wasn't wanted by anybody. And she feels it. She blames herself as an unfit mother.
Yeah.
Coupled with resentment for her daughter. She feels like her daughter feels her resentment towards her because she didn't really want her.
Exactly. But the thing I was talking about was the dude ended up losing his face. And I was just like,
yeah, but you're getting that's way ahead of this part of the story.
Not really, because the ending of it was
and then in between, before the guy goes into the diner, he switches his face with somebody else's.
Yeah.
And sews it back on with
with a fishing hook
and fish line.
Yeah. But I just that doesn't matter. Even though it does matter.
That's part of the story. So basically he's somebody who can switch his body with someone else's.
That's what I was trying to figure out. Is he is this supposed to be based on urban legends, or is it
I don't really know.
Because I think watching the first 2 episodes, I actually think
you find out what he actually is through the woman.
I don't think anybody knows exactly what he is, because for all we know, he could be framed from Hellraiser.
He goes back into that diner later that evening and asks for her address and ends up at her house offering her $1,000 if she'll let him spend the night.
Yeah, but
she ends up doing it because she's so desperate for money because she's late on bills and desperately needs money to turn her electricity back on.
But to answer what I was actually saying,
she even sleeps with him.
Oh yeah, because she realizes that maybe he's the guy that
could the savior,
Jack and her.
Well, I don't think she thinks that. I think she just wants the money.
The story
I think it's more about her wanting the money to pay her bills.
Yeah, but that would have turned her into a common whore. Which I never got the image that she was a fucking common whore.
No, but she did it because she was so desperate because she had no electricity. And
yeah, but if you look at what she did with him, that seemed a little bit more legit. That's what I'm saying.
I think she just did it because she had so many bills and she was so desperate to be able to pay them.
But she doesn't come off like a whore, Jamie.
But she's not really whoring herself out. She's doing what she...
That literally is
I don't think she intended to sleep with him when she let him stay there.
That's what I'm saying.
I think it just happened that way.
Exactly. But I even felt like there were some emotions there, maybe he's good with them. And I was like, but he doesn't want to let them into his world, which that's what I took away from it.
Tony sneaks out to his car and looks in his trunk and sees a bunch of boxes with names on it.
But she realizes that basically she just fucked up. 100% right there.
And then she realizes that there's something crazy about him and she's got to run and hide. Because when she wakes up in the morning and she goes her daughter, she slept on the couch the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
And she sees some woman in her house. She finds a woman named Alex in her house. Alex is gone, and there's a woman named Alice greeting Tony with freshly brewed coffee. Explains she has formerly worked alongside Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray is obsessed with humanity and loves people, killing people and stealing their skin. But that's him. That's really him. He stole people's skin, and it's Mr. Gray, and he's pretending to be Alice.
That's what I was having a hard time figuring out.
That's what I took from it.
That's what I took the common gist of it, but I couldn't get his angle, his complete angle.
Alice is happy to work for him, but then until he accumulated enough suits to last a lifetime. But Mr. Gray is never satisfied, and in the end, he went after 15-year-old Colleen, we saw at the beginning of the episode, after he kills her, he becomes her, and Alex killed him to finally escape and no longer trapped by Mr. Gay, and is definitely ambitious. And then Tony decides to run away and hide because she's afraid that she's gonna be next.
Exactly.
And then they change their name, and then they're saying they're from Denver. Then she sees people and she claims she's from Denver. She starts using an accent, and she's hiding now. And that was the last you see.
Not to mention,
she left, compared to Dorothy in some other ways.
Then she left little Jack.
No, she didn't.
I thought she did because I saw.
No, she had her at the end.
I didn't see.
She was in that restaurant with her, and they were getting food.
Yeah, but she left Jack right in there because she couldn't handle the freaking stress of it anymore.
I don't think she left her.
I looked at the back seat of the car, and she just opened up the back door and left.
The ending is sure to get people talking. What Tony did to Jack was pretty horrific. The frustration and pain she feels are genuine for many mothers out there. How many parents would love to just get rid of their kids? I didn't see her leave her kid, though.
I literally saw her leave her kid, and I was just like, oh.
Yeah, but I bet you this whole thing comes back just to show you what she did.
No, because I think they're one-off episodes, actually.
They got to come back to her for some reason, because they can't just leave it like that, where she just abandoned her kid.
Well, I think they're one-off episodes, dude. That's what I'm getting from the story of this, because I think
that's what I'm feeling. Because there's so many open endings, I feel like they pick back up in it.
It could happen.
I feel like it gives you a what the fuck, but then it gives you that feeling like something else is going to happen.
Like, but I also think this could be a fucking dream nightmare situation.
I just have the feeling that
like this has got Stephen King written all over it. Like
I just got a feeling that this is not going to be the end of it. Then there's Eugene. The second episode is called Eugene, Oregon. And it's about a kid who has a lot of problems where his dad left, his mom had a stroke, and he's trying to take care of the whole family and quit school to go to work. And he's kind of an awkward, not very social kid.
His mom had a stroke while working.
So he's taking care of her.
Yeah.
And now he's seeing these shadows in his house.
Which I could be wrong about the first episode, but it could be more than a one-off. I think they're going to take it. I think
it comes back and you find out some other stuff. Like characters start intertwining together, I think.
I think it does turn out to be kind of like something Stephen King would intertwine. That's what I meant by I think they are going to intertwine between each other because
something
like, but I don't know like how deep it's going to go in.
So Nick is this boy who keeps seeing shadows in his house. So he gets on this chat group.
Okay.
He's working at a fast food place and gets fired. When he gets home, he starts seeing shadows in his house. And he looks at shadows. Moving shadows are like people-shaped shadows.
He started seeing shadows in his house before he lost his job.
The beginning of it is him trying. The first part of the episode is him trying to get medicine for his mother, and he can't afford it because his insurance dropped the medicine, and so he could only afford part of her medicine. So his mom gets kind of sick in one of the part of the episode because she needed to take the full dose, and she was only taking half a dose because she couldn't take the full dose.
Yeah, of course. But I'm noticing a very, very big issue with this show already. And it's a very, very common political theme type show.
It's going with poor people.
No,
things are happening to poor, desperate people.
Like the first episode was about the mother,
poor desperate mother,
the mother that didn't want Jackie or Jack or whatever they call the kid.
Jack.
And how everybody hates their kid, or basically, but how some of those parents don't even really want their kids, which big issue right there. Red flag right there. Then they go into this episode and they basically say this teenager kid is actually going through and taking care of his own mother, working just a basic ass job
at a fast food restaurant where he gets fired from it because he's 2 hours late for work.
But it's basically your common theme right now. Like, I think they're tackling the subject of, honestly, but I think they're putting a twist on everything. Like a supernatural twist on everything. Like,
then he gets on a chat room and finds other people that have seen shadows. And
yeah.
And they got rid of their shadows, and they were trying to tell him how to get rid of his shadow. So he makes this great big gun with a super, super bright light on the end of it to try to kill it. The only thing that will kill, he's desperate to get back online because he loses his internet at home because he's got to go and pay his bills. So he goes to the library and he gets kicked out of the school library because he don't go to school no more because he had to drop out to go take care of his mom. So then he has to go sell his PlayStation to go his game system to go pay bills so he can pay his internet bill so he can go talk to those people and get them to help him get rid of that thing. So he starts getting a bunch of getting friendly with the people on there and talking to them and getting them to help him, and he starts putting Christmas lights everywhere in dark spaces so that ghost can't, so that shadow can't be there.
Yeah, exactly. But
and then he finds out that he needs to have a really super duper bright light to kill it. You gotta aim it right at it and it'll kill it. Super bright light kills the shadow people. So he makes this like gun thing with a super duper bright light on the end of it. And he wants them to come help him do it. And them to do it, but they told him they can't do it. They're not going to fly all the way there to help him. He's going to have to do it on his own, but they'll be there to guide him.
Exactly.
So he's going around, and I don't know at the end, it never shows whether he really gets the shadow or not.
Which this show kind of strikes me as being like a little bit more of a family-friendly version of American Gods.
American Gods.
That was a show I was watching on Stars for the longest time because I was actually a fan of that show. But completely different like storytelling, but along the same lines as that. And I'm just like, dude, you know what? Honestly, my thoughts on this show so far after 2 episodes, I actually do want to watch more. And it's like, it's almost one of those shows you almost want to binge watch.
Yes, it's so good. And we'll definitely do another one this week with 2 more episodes. We're going to do them 2 episodes at a time so you don't have to watch so many episodes.
Like I said, we might actually do them later in this week. We might actually do them. If you got any movies you would like us to review for the Halloween season, especially kids-friendly ones, we would like your suggestion. Please comment them because we are looking for some Halloween ones. As soon as we're done with this show, we're probably going to go to The Mandalorian because we got to do season 2 of Mandalorian, which is supposedly coming out really soon, and I'm going to go check out the exact date. Which I don't know how many episodes of this there are. And if it's a week by week show,
No.
which I think it is,
Mandalorian. See, we will be done with Monsterland before October 30th because Mandalorian season 2 starts October 30th, guys. For all you Mandalorian fans, so we need to have
I'm actually asking you, Jamie, is this a week by week show on Hulu?
Let me see. I think
because I think they did the first 3 episodes on the first day, then possibly week after that, I think.
I think they're already done with it. It's been out for a while.
You said it came out on October 2nd or 3rd.
October 2nd.
Okay, so that was.
There are how many episodes? There's already 5 episodes of it.
Okay.
There's already 8 episodes of it.
Okay, I didn't know there was 8 episodes already. Because, like I said, so they're dropping the episodes by bundle.
So they're probably done with the episode because they wanted to have it out for Halloween.
Yeah.
I think they dropped the whole series, so there's only going to be 8 episodes. But our next show is going to be The Mandalorian because we've already started that. We want to just continue that one because it's new season.
Then somewhere down the line, we're actually going to do The Boys season 1.
Yes, we're going to do The Boys. That's a Amazon Prime video show, and we're going to be doing that one too. And we're going to do a split thing where we talk about the first season. We're going to do a couple episodes where we talk about the first season, and then we're going to do the second season a couple episodes at a time. And I do want to say something about that show. Definitely worth watching. We are a little late on that because we got all these other shows that were really good. And if you guys haven't seen our thing about Lock and Key or The Witcher, please go watch those. We've got a bunch of episodic breakdowns on that.
Yeah, that we do.
And we're definitely looking for our movies to review for this month for horror movies. If you've got any horror movies that you want us to review, let us know.
I'm actually going to be doing a review of the 2 movies I watched last night.
We're actually going to be reviewing.
It was called Coven of something.
We're actually going to do a list of 5.
And hold on, Jamie, let me finish what I was saying, homie. But I'm actually going to be doing a review of the 2 movies I watched last night called Coven of Evil and Remy's Demons coming up real soon. I'll definitely be giving you guys a review of that on this channel, guys.
And we're going to do 5 movies that are Halloween themed that are kid friendly.
Yep.
So that you guys, something that you can watch with your family, that you can watch with your kids for Halloween. We're going to give you that. This show, I feel like this show we watched, Monsterland, wasn't really even that scary.
No, it really wasn't. But
I didn't get an adrenaline rush, but it's interesting.
It's got some shock moments.
It's more like a what the fuck show.
Like it's all shock factor.
You get that WTF, like what the heck is going on? If you don't have Hulu, I definitely recommend getting it. My parents, and my uncle and me and him share my Hulu, and there's a lot of good things on there that we watch. My sister uses it, and my niece uses it too. And we're all. And I got something to say that is off topic, but a little bit needed to say. Please, if someone has a different political opinion than you, please don't sit there and tell them they're wrong and blah blah blah. And that's their opinion, and they might be raised different than you and have different views on life than you do. And if you're saying something about something and you have no right saying it, please keep your opinion to yourself. Don't go at people for saying something, for being different than you. Yes, we are Biden supporters, but we don't need you Trump people coming at us. It's just rude and not uncalled for.
And not
If you're voting for Biden, good. If you're voting for Biden, yay. If you're voting for Trump, that's your opinion, and you're allowed to have your opinion. But you're not allowed to be rude to other people. That is just uncalled for. And the hate that's coming out of this is uncalled for. We don't need the hate. Nobody needs the hate. Biden people don't need to hate on Trump people, and Trump people don't need to hate on Biden people. We need to be respectful of each other and respect that they have the right to have their own opinion. We live in a democracy, and we need to keep it that way. And that's what our God-given right to vote for who we want. If we don't feel like the president's the right president for our country, then we have a right to vote him out if we want to.
Exactly.
Thank you. That's all I've got to say. I'm keeping it nice. Could be mean, but I don't want to be that way because hashtag we're keeping the stay positive message going in our web shows and stuff, and that's the way we want it in you guys to take your life. Just because somebody thinks differently than you doesn't mean you need to be mean to them. That's just not American. That's just
exactly.
the KKK or that racist group that went after our governor. That was not called for either. To kill somebody because they're doing something that you don't feel is right, to think that you have the right to go kill somebody, that's not right either.
If you want to talk about this, do it on another broadcast, okay? So that being said, guys, we're going to get off here.
That's what we got going on here coming up soon. So if you guys want to watch our Twitch or anything,
our links are down below.
Our links are down below, so follow us. If you come into our Twitch and you talk to us, we'll probably follow you. We'll probably end up following you so you can get more followers too.
So that being said, guys, have a great day.
We really want you guys to comment. We want you guys to like our stream if you like this type of video. Give us a subscribe and become a member of the Dead Fam. And hit that bell so you get notified every time we upload so you don't miss any episodic breakdowns. And if you got a show that you want us to do that we haven't mentioned in the past that we're going to do, please feel free to hit it in the comments so we can get that going we can get that on our list.
Okay, but I want to write down and have a great day. Have a safe day. And just have fun, everybody.
And everybody, I want you guys to remember to share our channel and tell people to subscribe so we can get that contest going when we hit 500 subscribers. Help us hit that 500 subscribers, and then we'll do the giveaway for one merch from our store. And if you want to know all the details about that contest, go watch our video that says contest at 500 subscribers.
Yep. So that being said, we're going to get off here. Have a great day, everybody. And stay positive.
Thank you for watching. And we'll see you in our next broadcast. Remember to stay positive, have a safe week and weekend, and make good choices. And remember to treat others the way you want to be treated. Bye. Thank you. See you in our next broadcast.